Greetings once again, people of YouTube, I suppose, and welcome back to For Fun Friday, where I, your now endangered host, attempts to play one of the decks I've been wanting to try out for a long time that's now been requested. This week, we're having a look at MAGIKEY, the latest ritual fusion good stuff deck that works off of a gun. This is gun.deck. Could you need anything else? Now, we're going to quickly go over the deck here because this deck is well known for doing one thing and one thing only, which is the Hulk-Auroradon combo, and we will be playing it, but we're also playing a couple of different twists and turns in the deck. Let's make sure to make this known, though, this is not my deck list. This deck list comes from Shadow Realm Yugioh. He made this a while back, to be honest, and I enjoyed playing this list in my off time, so I decided to just cover this and make sure that it gets the representation it maybe deserves. In this deck, we are running 3 of the MAGIKEY normal monster, which is Clavicus. We need him for a bunch of reasons. We're playing Magnificent MAGIKEY Mafetal. Mafetal basically allows us to get an extra normal summon if we control a normal monster. We're playing 1 Mecha Phantom Beast Coltwing because we need it for combos, 2 Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, both as a cross-out designator target and in case we are going second. 1 Creation Resonator, which is a free special summonable tuner in case we control a Synchro Monster, which is helpful. We have 1 Deskbot 001 for Coltwing combos, 1 Effect Veiler, mostly as a target for crossout. We got 2 MAGIKEY Mech Mortar Gears Glasser, which is basically our on-field negate. This is the best MAGIKEY card we got to do. Essentially put, it's a negate if we have the material in the graveyard for a dark or for anything else. We then have 3 MAGIKEY Mech Musket Bados Buster, which just lets us get a MAGIKEY card from our deck when it is ritual summoned. Then we got 1 Instant Fusion, 2 Ready Fusion, so we can bring out things like Sea Monster of Theseus as well as Marvelous. We then got 2 of their ritual spell, MAGIKEY Maftea, which is just a gun. We're summoning off of a gun. 2 Triple Tactics Calendar, 2 Unexpected Die, 1 Call by the Grave, 3 Crossout Designator, 2 Forbidden Droplets, 1 MAGIKEY Battle, which you probably haven't seen before. Target a normal monster, a MAGIKEY monster, a MAGIKEY Maftea in our graveyard, shuffle it back into the deck. Then, if we activated this card in response to your opponent's card or effect, normal monsters and MAGIKEY monsters you control are unaffected by that opponent's card effects. It's pretty good. It does what it needs to do. Then 3 MAGIKEY World, which just lets us shuffle a card in our hand back into our deck to get a MAGIKEY card. 3 Infinite Impermanences, and 1 MAGIKEY Unlocking, which is just a quick effect, not quick effect, a spell speed for negate, basically. Our goal is to bring out cards like MAGIKEY Dragon and Abrame, which is Androbime? Whatever. When it's featured summoned, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects, and once per turn we can target a normal monster MAGIKEY and destroy a monster opponent controls with that monster's attribute. It's very good. Keep in mind we have both a dark, a light, a wind, which, you know, we'll be using, so don't count that. But we also have a water in Sea Monster of Theseus, because this is a normal monster. A wind in Marvelous, because this is a normal monster. And, yeah, that's basically it, I guess. We could also get a dark off of Ansibolus, but, we also get a water off of a Pardu. You get the drill. Then we're running, of course, Sea Monster of Theseus as well as Marvelous, which are the 2 targets for Ready Fusion and Instant Fusion. We have 1 I cannot pronounce this, Ancylabulus. It's just MAGIKEY writing Caliga. That's it. It's Caliga. If it's fusion summoned, we can add a MAGIKEY Maftea from our graveyard to our hand, and we can only use this once. And once per turn, we can target an attack position monster your opponent controls with the same attribute as a normal monster MAGIKEY, changes it to defense, it loses 1,000 defense, and then banish any monster destroyed by battle with this card. Then we're playing 1 Baron the Floor, because Baron is just really, really good in this deck. We have Synchro Shenanigans for days. We're playing Hulk. We got Borlode Savage Dragon, and the best card in the Magifiend archetype, or MAGIKEY Fiend Transfer Mine. This thing's insane. It can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. We can only use this effect, or 1 of the effects once per turn. If you control a card that was Synchro Summon using at least 2 attributes of monsters, we can set a MAGIKEY spell trap directly from our deck, which we're always going to target unlocking. More importantly, though, where is it? If your opponent normals or special summons a monster with the same attribute as a monster in your graveyard, except during the damage step, destroy that monster. That's insane. Transfer Mine is really, really good. Then, of course, we have Cupid Pitch as a synchro target, and we got Herald of the Arclight for the same reason. We then run 1 of Vipartu. Vipartu, as long as it's has material, we can detach a material to add a level 4 or higher normal monster from our deck, which the only one we have is Clavicus, but it is good enough. Then we can, at the start of the damage step, if it battles an opponent's monster with the same attribute as a normal monster or MAGIKEY monster, detach a material, and opponent must send that card to the graveyard. The battle doesn't happen. They are forced to send it, which is really, really good. It avoids so many destruction prevention stuff. It also gets around unaffected by card effects because we're telling the opponent to do it, not us. Then we have an Access Code Talker, a Nightmare Unicorn, and the 2 key pieces of the deck, Crystron, Hacky Firebrax, and Mecha Phantom Beast, Aurora Dawn. You've probably seen this combo if you ever played Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in 2019, but we're gonna do it anyway today. Let's give MAGIKEY the justice they deserve and see if we can't combo some people into submission. Alright then, X-Ryoto, let's see what you've got. Our starting hand is not terrible, actually. We're gonna fire off the MAGIKEY world here. We're gonna add a MAGIKEY monster to our hand, and we're going to be adding the... probably the normal Sky Blaster here. We need a normal monster to do just about anything. We're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna normal summon the normal monster. We're gonna activate Ready Fusion. Ready Fusion is going to allow us to summon Sea Monster of Theseus, which, you know, should come as no surprise, I guess. But we are just going to go straight into the Aurora Dawn combo. We're gonna go for the Hacky Firebrax, triggering the Hacky Firebrax to summon ourselves the Deskbot 001. This, of course, is going to make us go into Aurora Dawn, which is going to activate its effect. Unless it gets stopped, which would be real bad, because then we are fucked. No, it goes off. We're going to get to summon our 3 tokens, which is then going to activate Deskbot 001's effect in the graveyard to bring itself back because 2 or more monsters were special summoned at the same time. We're going to get Nibiru, which is kind of what we expected, I guess. I kind of saw that coming, to be honest. Alright, we're going to go for the man here anyway. We can do a MAGIKEY world here and shuffle, draw a Maftia, shuffle back a Maftia, just so he gets confused and knows we have one. Unfortunately, that is about everything we can do here. That Nibiru puts a damper in our plans, unfortunately, so we're just going to have to pass. Unfortunate. So now we are out of our playmakers here. We're going to get Harpies, meaning we are definitely losing this one, Chief. We're just going to do this. We're just going to get rid of the Infinite Impermanence then and lower the attack of his big rock. Because they were going to get destroyed anyway, so it doesn't matter. Oh, and it's an Invoke deck playing Nibiru mainboarded. What a fucking guy. Man, that's just disappointing. We're already dead here. There's nothing we do to come back. We're just gonna scoop it up and go for another one. What a fucking Chad playing Nibiru mainboarded. Jesus. Alright, we're up against Cyber next here, and we're forced to going second. This is not a great hand, I'll be honest. We have Ash in hand, Deskbot 001 in hand. I don't like it. We have Maftea, but it's not really that good. We're just gonna let him have this. He's reveal. I can't see the revealing because my screen resolution is kind of bad, but we can go here. He has... oh, we're playing War Rocks. Are you serious? We're gonna get super polyed up the wazoo. War Rock Medium, the new War Rock card. When you control a special summon monster, you control a level 7 or higher. The effects of monsters on the field in the main phase 1 are negated. Yay! Also, War Rock Mountain. We're just gonna let him have it. We don't have a choice. He's going to super poly us. He has 9 cards. Oh yeah, he banished 6. I'm stupid. There's not a lot we're gonna be able to do in this matchup, to be honest, because that super poly right there is going to end the game. Because all of our duds here, they're Earth. Crossout Designator does not help us. As we don't really have. We're gonna go for the unexpected die. We have to bring him out. We don't have an option. We're gonna bring out the boy, Clavicus. Do I feel safer just killing Fortia? I almost feel safer just attacking into Fortia, to be honest. Using monster from your hand or field, or ritual summon, tributing monster from your hand or field. Yeah, the unfortunate part is here, we'd have to use everything just to bring out Gerglasser. And Gerglasser is an Earth, meaning it will die to Fortia. So, kind of a bad move. We're just gonna go battle. Because this is after damage calculation, so we'll force him to do something now. Warrock Mountain. Add a Warrock monster. You can special summon 1 Warrock. Yeah, fine. Does he have Orpus? Because that would be bad. He has a Meteoragon. Once per turn during a battle, when your Earth monster battles, you can make all Warrocks secure control get 200 attack. So now we can't even battle over Fortia anymore because we are just kind of screwed. That sucks. We can't battle over it anymore, so we just have to... we gotta go for it. Let's go for Ash Blossom. Just normal summoning. This is a tuner, so we are able to go into Hacky Firebrax. This is just the thing we have to do now. We're gonna lose to Warrocks otherwise. Going for it. One of them is probably a strike. Nope, we'll do Crystal Hockey Fibrax. Warrock Dignity. When opponent activates effect, negate that effect. Of course! My god with this. Well, we got nothing. We're gonna lose to Warrocks because, Super Poly right there is going to kill us. Well, this is just depressing now. Yeah, we don't have a way out of this. We can't battle over anything. Medium is going to get what it wants to get. There's the Dignity again, so now he has another negate ready. There's Vento. And now he just punched his face and we're dead, basically. Yep. Then we have a cross out. It's not going to do anything. We could tag this out for anything, but it doesn't matter. I think we'll just go for taking less damage, honestly. There's Bachelios. Bachelios is real good, and there he's dead. I don't think there's a single card in the game that gets us out of this, and that's definitely not one of them. We're gonna fire it anyway. Make this using that. It really does not matter because our last card in hand is the 001 that we needed earlier, meaning there is no point to doing anything, and we just lose against Warrocks because they had a negate. That's really it. That's so disappointing. Wow, we could have tagged out our, we could have tagged out the Halki Fibrax for something like Herald of the Arclight or Cupid Pitch, but it doesn't matter because he just punches over either one of these, and Herald can't search anything in our deck anyway. This is just the worst showing of Magikey ever, I think, because currently we've died to a single piece of interaction, but I suppose that is kind of why people don't play this deck. Let's give them one final game. Well, here we go. This is attempt number 8 now to find an opponent that doesn't just outright quit. Yugioh 44, will you be the lucky one, as our hand is looking not good. It is not good at all, but at the very least we do have an instant fusion, so we're going to use that, and we're actually going to summon out... we're going to go for the Mavelus here. This is going to sound really weird, but we already have a tuner in hand, which is Creation Resonator, so we're going to just summon him. And then we're going to make the Halki Fibrax, and we're going to try and go into Auroradon, because that is our one play, and we do actually get into Deskbot, so we're off to the races. Going for the Auroradon here, we're going to activate Auroradon's effect, which doesn't seem to be negated, so we're just going to summon the 3 tokens, doesn't matter what position we do, which is going to activate the 001, which is going to summon 001. At this point, we have a bunch of different options we can do, but the best one, generically speaking, is Cupid Pitch. Making Cupid Pitch... Ding dong, it's going to do its thing, and now we can increase the level by 1 or decrease the level by 1. We're going to increase the level by 1, making it now a 5. We are then going to activate Auroradon's effect here to special summon 1 monster from our deck by getting rid of the 2 tokens. Going for the Coltwing. Just going to trigger the Coltwing to summon 2 more tokens. We're going to activate Despot 1-1 again, which is going to summon Despot 1-1 again. This is just how you do this shit. And then we're going to go for Herald of the Arclight for 1 of them. And now we have 1 negate, and we have a safety procedure should he actually activate anything on his turn. At this point, we're going to go for the Borreload Savage Dragon here, which is going to activate the Cupid Pitch, which allows us to add a level 8 or lower monster with 600 defense from our deck to our hand, which we're going to do. And then we're going to, of course, activate the Borreload Savage to equip him with Halki Fibrax. And then it deals 800, yeah, because we don't actually have a target, which is kind of funny. Now, unfortunately, we don't have any way of actually going into our Magikey stuff because we didn't open anything to do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this, which is just, if they do anything, they get screwed over. And we're actually going to make Vipartu. Normally, we wouldn't want to do this, but we need a Magikey on field, so it's fine. We can detach to add a normal monster from deck to hand, so we're going to do that. We're just going to detach the Herald. And we're going to grab our Clavicus. This will trigger Herald of the Arclight, which can search as a ritual monster, which is going to search as, I guess, Gearglasser here because we have everything else. We don't have the gun, so we can't actually summon anything here, so we're just going to set impermanence, and we're just going to pass on this not that great board. But we do have a monster up for Magicke unlocking, which is really good. We also have 2 negates on our Borreload, and we have an infinite impermanence. We're going to see a Destiny draw come out here for a Malicious. I don't necessarily want him to draw 2, so I'm just going to Magicke unlocking this. We're gonna... Then, declare an attribute. If you defend this turn, all face-up monster your opponent controls become that attribute. Yeah. We'll make all of his monsters into... Do we have a normal? We have a wind, so we're gonna do wind. Because this means that the par 2 battling anything on his side of the field is going to immediately ask it to send it to the graveyard if we detach, which is worth it. Over Destiny, target Destiny monster, special summon it from your deck whose level less than or equal to half that target's level, but destroy it during the end phase. I'm just gonna let that go through. There's no point in negating it. This brings out Dreamer, which is now a wind, of course. Polymerization, the regular one. We'll stop that. No poly for you. Let's see if you have another one. He's going for the Malicious. That is fine. Most likely he's going to attempt to go into Verte Anaconda here, which we can also negate using Imperm, so we should be good. He has the Denier. Okay. Place it on top of your deck. That is fine. What will go on top, sir? Is he possibly playing the ADHD deck that Hard Like Joe made a little bit ago? D-Force, he's going for Plasma. He doesn't have the Plasma, though. Okay. Oh, he's just gonna add it, of course. I'm dumb. Alright, yeah, that's fine. That sucks. So he is going to Plasma. That's unfortunate. Alright, there's Plasma. Very unfortunate. Now everything on our field is negated, and we have no way of literally doing anything. He just stole our Savage Dragon. We can't target this because he somehow managed to get 3 monsters regardless of what we did, which is super unfortunate. Everything will now be permanently negated, and we legitimately don't have a way of getting over a Plasma. That sucks. Baron is not going to be able to do anything. Actisco Talker can't do anything either because everything is negated. We have no monster in our entire deck that can punch over this. So that's unfortunate, but that is just the end of the game. Even though we built a literal board full of negates, can still play through it with Plasma Turbo. Unfortunate, but that is the way it is. We can't out that. There's no way. You got to see part of the Hulk combo at the very least. If we had opened a Maftia, we could have done a little bit better because we did have Bedos Buster in our hand to do the full combo, which would have let us play through this. But unfortunately, such was not the way. Well, so Magicke, what do we think? It's got potential. Even though I may not have shown that off very well in this video, it has some seriously good potential with cards like Bedos Buster when you actually get to resolve their effects and keep working with them. Unfortunately, they falter to a lot of things that rogue decks falter to, which is any amount of interaction whatsoever. Unless you are completely free to do whatever you want, generally speaking, it won't be enough to do anything. I think even in the game we played against Destiny Hero just the game ago, Plasma is one of the cards that we just simply cannot out. If it gets to the board, which it did, and we had legitimately no real way of stopping that, I could have fired an Impermanence to maybe stop one of the special summons, but even then, that's basically nonetheless, right? The man literally played through 3 interactions with no worry whatsoever. It wasn't gonna be any better than that. So what I can say to this deck is it's got potential, but it's missing the pieces needed to swarm the board enough to really get that play going. Riding off of Auroradon is just not enough in the current modern game. But if you enjoyed this episode, do remember to click subscribe anyway, leave a like and comment down below. Call me bad for playing bad Magicke, who cares? As always, stay safe out there.